Greetings, Guardians of Soul. Deadly Tater here from Guardians of the Totem with an emergency video. Now, you may be wondering, but you're a Destiny 2 channel mostly. Why is your first news video not really related to Destiny? The answer is simple. Both of us from Guardians of the Totem are gamers of many flavors. Yes, we play a lot of Destiny, but we also enjoy some of the finer things in life, like recently Warlock has been playing some Atomic Crops. We plan to cover some, well, not necessarily cover Borderlands unless there's a fourth game that gets announced, but we do plan to play some Borderlands. It'll be Warlock's first time, and seeing as how Destiny is kind of based off of Borderlands, it'll be interesting to see his reactions to at least the first few games, because we all know how 3 turned out. But at any rate, this is also big news for the channel, and we'll give you an insight into some of the stuff that I am doing as soon as, well, basically as soon as I finish with Saints Row next week. So, what's going on? Alright, well, today we got a leak, and I'd like to thank CharlieIntel for actually pointing this out on Twitter. The original image actually comes from the WoW Classic subreddit. If I can find the post, I will link it down in the description below. But today, about 5 hours ago, I don't know if anybody else has talked about this yet. They've not seen anybody. There could be some other people who have talked about it, but at any rate, today, about 5 hours ago, CharlieIntel posted a screenshot that leaks everything Activision Blizzard is doing for the rest of the year. Now, I normally wouldn't cover stuff like this because sometimes it can be hearsay, but we know a lot of this to be accurate. So what exactly does this leak entail? Well, I'll show you. So we scroll down here. Breaking, an internal document has leaked revealing Warzone. It's coming out on November 16th. Alright. So what else is coming out? So Tuesday, August 30th, WoW Classic is preparing for the launch of Wrath of the Lich King with the pre-patch, and I don't know what that pre-sale is unless it's another pass thing like they did for Burning Crusade. That was a whole weird system, and I hope that part's not accurate, but we'll see. I'm not going to be behind the pass, but either way, I'm very excited to be checking out Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and I will be covering that a lot, to be honest, from the 30th until the 6th of October, really, because I plan to try to day 1 raid and do all of it on streams from 1 to 80 to day 1 rating. That's the plan. I don't know if I'll actually make it or not, but I digress. The launch of Wrath of the Lich King Classic is September 26th. Alright, so now we're getting somewhere. So, between this date and this date, I will also be covering The Last of Us Remake on PlayStation 5, and I'll try to cover Splatoon 2. I don't know if I'll be able to get footage. It's a bit more of a hassle to record Switch footage, but we'll see how it goes. October 4th, Overwatch comes out. Alright, we might check that out since it's going to be free to play multiplayer. Not entirely sure if Warlock wants to do Overwatch or not, but we'll see. Now here's where the real juicy stuff gets in for the channel, and from both of us. Well, okay, so much more for me until later, but the World of Warcraft pre-patch for Dragonflight is currently scheduled for October 25th, which is also interesting for those that actually play retail WoW. That means that the season that basically just started, I forget if it was last week or this week, the season that just started is only going to be about 2 months long. Okay. Anyway, that sad fact aside. On the 28th, all these times are in the Pacific time zone, so it says 9 p.m., that's 12 Pacific. we get the launch of Modern Warfare 2. On a bit of a side note, Activision did announce today, too, that the campaign will actually be out a week before the multiplayer. So I will be trying to cover the campaign the week before multiplayer comes out. No promises with how busy October is, because Sparks of Hope and Gotham Knights and a bunch of stuff. But moving on from there, the real kicker. We're looking at Wednesday, November 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Warzone 2 launching. This will be huge for both myself and Warlock, because again, we're both big Call of Duty guys, at least when the games launch, depending on what happens and how the metas shift, or if they're just microtransaction machines like Vanguard, but you get the point. We both usually are, at least at launch, invested in Call of Duty games. So yes, we'll be on Modern Warfare 2. I might not be on it quite as much as Warlock, because I also plan to cover Resident Evil Village's DLC on the 28th of October, but we'll see. But I'll definitely be there on Warzone, and we'll probably play that consistently together until the 28th with the release of Dragonflight. My most anticipated World of Warcraft expansion to date. I hope they don't mess it up. I did buy the collector's edition, so I expect to see an unboxing as well. But I'm hoping that this is a step back into making the game more like it used to be, where it wasn't so dumbed down and irritating. And then on December the 8th, I'm not entirely sure why this has 12 p.m. here. The Game Awards usually is not until late at night, unless Jeff is making some kind of change this year. Either way, I will be streaming the Game Awards as well, so you can expect to see my reaction to the stuff announced there. But the big thing I want to point out is that Diablo 4 is supposed to go up for pre-order that day, and we know from World of Warcraft leaks that, well, we're going to be getting a collector's edition, so of course you'll get to see a video of that unboxed next year. Again, I would like to thank CharlieIntel for bringing this to my attention on Twitter. Great source of leaks for Call of Duty. Sometimes other stuff, as was the case with this, because it also involves Call of Duty, but you know. So go give CharlieIntel a follow. His Twitter will be in the description of this video. But okay, you may be wondering, so aside from Overwatch, what else is correct? Well, Overwatch and Modern Warfare. Blizzard did announce today that the August 30th, and we knew September 26th, but that the August 30th date was indeed correct. We are getting the pre-patch and fresh realms for Wrath of the Lich King Classic, about 3 hours before this leak came out, in fact. At least, before this leak came out on Twitter. Again, I don't know how long it was posted to Reddit before it made its way to Twitter. And I don't know why more people aren't talking about this, considering it also involves World of Warcraft, but I digress. We're going to see fresh realms and pre-patch start on the 30th, so expect to see live streams from me starting that day for World of Warcraft. All the way through here. I will also be covering a few other things. God of War Ragnarok. I'll be covering the Callisto Protocol. I will be live streaming the Destiny 2 showcase next week alongside Gamescom opening night. Twitch will be in the description below. I'll probably live stream it on Twitch. I don't know about YouTube. If I can get it to work properly, I may live stream it to YouTube, but as of right now, it will be to Twitch only. I will upload the VOD to YouTube later that day or the next day. And I do also have a big Destiny 2 video that I'm working on currently that should be up by next Wednesday. No bad luck, and we get all the artwork sorted out. But yeah, like I said, big news for the channel, big news for gaming, big news for fans of any of these franchises. It's going to be a hectic few months, and you guys are not going to want to miss it. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that jazz to help with the algorithm. And until next time, Guardians, I shall see you Starside.